In a recent statement, Lucasfilm and Disney announced that the Obi-Wan Kenobi series is about to start shooting. In the process, the official cast has now also been confirmed, and so we finally know who will be standing in front of the camera together with Ewan McGregor. On the one hand, there's Hayden Christensen, who has long been rumored for the role of Anakin Skywalker or Darth Vader in the Disney Plus series. But Joel Edgerton and Bonnie Please, two actors from Star Wars Episode 2 and 3, are also returning, namely Owen and Beru Lars. This is particularly interesting because Luke hid out with them for a while, and it's rumored that this specific time period plays an important role in the new series. This does make sense, as the series is set 10 years after Episode 3 and 9 years before the action of the first Star Wars film in 1977, and revolves around Obi-Wan's exile on the desert planet of Tatooine. But besides McGregor, Christensen, Edgerton, and PS, there are other new additions that many may not have had on their radar. For instance, there's Fast and Furious actor Sung Kang, comedian Kumail Nanjiani, and newcomer Moses Ingram, who was convincing in the Netflix series The Queen's Gambit. Sadly, the concrete roles for the new cast members are not yet known, and it is quite likely that some of the actors may only lend their voices to androids or aliens. Deborah Chow, who has already directed 2 episodes of The Mandalorian, is responsible for the realization of the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Other producers behind the camera include Kathleen Kennedy, Michelle Raywan, Ewan McGregor, and screenwriter Joby Harold. If production of the 6-part series goes well, we are optimistic about a release in early 2022. May the Force be with them. According to Deadline magazine, a new top-class actor has been signed up for the upcoming MCU blockbuster Thor: Love and Thunder. The talk is of Gladiator star Russell Crowe, who will be seen alongside Chris Hemsworth, Natalie Portman, and Christian Bale. The 56-year-old tough guy is currently still the subject of speculation as to exactly what role he will play. Initially, the Australian was only supposed to make a small but great guest appearance. However, the fact that he has since posted photos of the set with the cast and has already been there several times gives us hope for more. Yet that's not the only news, because judging by rumors, Jeff Goldblum will also be part of the cast. Naturally, this suggests that we can also look forward to a return of the Grandmaster from Thor Ragnarok. But this has not been officially confirmed. There's still no information concerning the plot of the 4th Thor movie. All we know so far is that Taika Waititi is in charge of directing and that the Marvel movie is expected to be released on May 6, 2022. Until now, we could only speculate about the release of Black Adam. After reporting on the signing of Bond actor Pierce Brosnan last week, we are pleased to announce further news about the DC blockbuster today. In the course of a large-scale publicity campaign, the massive billboards of New York's Times Square were temporarily taken over by Black Adam. On them, you could find the title of the film and, surprisingly, the official US release date, July 29th, 2022. Simultaneously, Johnson's threatening voice booms out of the speakers and announces a hierarchy change in the DC universe. That's quite a declaration of war against the superheroes of Marvel's competitor. If you happen not to be at Times Square at that moment, you can watch the epic show at The Rock's Instagram account. Now we're looking forward to the movie about the Shazam antagonist even more and are eagerly awaiting the end of July 2022. A couple of days ago, Warner Bros. Released brand new character posters for the upcoming Space Jam: A New Legacy starring LeBron James. The sequel to the 1996 original comes as a mix of live action and animated film as it did back then, and centers around a legendary basketball match between LeBron and many Looney Tunes characters against an alien team. The 36-year-old NBA star will be joined by Don Cheadle, Sonequa Martin Green, as well as various personalities from the world of basketball. The family flick is directed by Malcolm D. Lee. We look forward to the release date of July 16, 2021. We have 2 pieces of news about the new Mortal Kombat movie adaptation. Firstly, Warner Bros. Has announced that the release date will be moved back to April 23, 2021. Secondly, the game adaptation is to reveal one of the most brutal fights in film history. More details were revealed by producer Todd Garner after director Simon McQuoid already announced a few days ago that the blockbuster would be pushing the envelope in terms of violence. Garner went even further as he announced that there would be at least one fight that would be among the most vicious fights he had ever seen in a movie. Therefore, the audience can look forward to a fair amount of action, and we are now even more excited about the release on April 23, 2021 in theaters and on HBO Max. As Lionsgate recently reported, the action comedy The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard will now be released earlier than scheduled. After the release date of Ryan Reynolds' film Free Guy was moved to August 13th, 2021, the sequel to The Hitman's Bodyguard will now be released on June 16th, 2021 in the US. This is of course a good sign, above all for fans of the film series, but it also makes us feel optimistic about other blockbusters this summer, as slowly but surely more and more film studios are deciding against further postponements of their projects and in favor of an early release. Moreover, a statement by Lionsgate president Ron Schwartz whets our interest in the film because, in his opinion, this is exactly the right action comedy for the summer, as well as being a perfect introduction for all newcomers to the franchise. Whether the sequel will then also crack the 176 million mark of its 2017 predecessor remains to be seen. As mentioned earlier, their US release date for The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard is now set to be on June 16th, 2021.